All right. Just for testing. Hopefully this works. All right. It works. Perfect. Welcome, everybody. Nice to have you to another stream of mine where I'm going about making another ByteBeat creation. So, just let me adjust myself a little bit. Oop. All right. Now, where do we start? As usual, I've created a small, teeny tiny base just to create a base, and I'm about to show you how it's done, or at least how I do it and how I go about making a ByteBeat creation. Now, as usual, I have started out by deleting pretty much everything and anything that the ByteBeat machines have given you when plugged into the electricity. Then I turned the music and the volume up to 100%, the attenuation, the ByteBeat device, the distancing. I go to the envelope editor length of 1 with long decay and quick attack. I usually start out with the sinus waveform on 1, on a pitch of 1, and the appreciator or whatever you want to call it. Italians, man. I started out at the typical 4 and with a flat line. The patterns are for now, they're quite irrelevant. So, what I usually do is the following. I start out with the beat, then the bass, and then I start creating something that can be turned into a melody, but one after the other. So let's start with a beat today. I'm going to do another tech house beat, so it's quite simple. Perhaps I'm going to do it faster later on, but for now, let's just do the typical inst. Now what I do here is, at the beginning I usually choose 4 ByteBeat machines, and I have the same number when it comes to the rhythms, or when it comes to the kick drum, the snare drums, the hi-hats, etc. Usually I start out with the number 5, 6, 9, 8, or 7, depending on whether I want it to have a little higher pitched or not. Well, let's start. And as you will probably be able to hear once you've added a couple of drums, etc. in a loop up on top of each other, they will add up and it will give you something that can actually be listened to. Alright, now let's do the 9, I like the 9. When you feel like it's going out of sync, always remember just toggle the power for a moment. It usually syncs up right after. I want 8. Let's go to 8. Alright, perfect. Just in case, let's turn on the heating unit. Because it is a paradise planet, but it's not as paradisey as I'd hope. So, alright. Now we have the beats. Now let's head over to the base. I usually try to find what I learned to call the shift right kick drum at the beginning. I usually use 2 of those, one with one of those 2 machines, which are double the speed of those. Actually, those are the regular speed, because the tune I'm making right now is at 150 BPM. But 6 of my ByteBeat devices are at 75 BPM due to the fact that I get more time out of it and I have more flexibility when it comes to drums. And yeah, you'll see it a little bit later. Alright, now let's head on, see what we can come up with. I'm looking for a specific type of bass and a constellation that looks exactly like this, but with everything turned to shift right without having this high-pitched kind of noise. As soon as you can see that, so let me show you. As soon as you can see that the waveform is like this, you can forget about it. It needs to have a nice, cozy silent waveform that we can work with. Something like this would be ideal, but unfortunately you cannot. If I, for example, try to randomize this numerical input, it won't spread up, it won't branch out into more operator choices. For example, if I push randomize, just changing the number, whether while over here, if I press randomize, it will generate a new operator. So, right, as I said, I need to find it first and then we can work with this. This looks promising. This looks very promising because I have 2 shift right already. So if the shift right setting right here doesn't give me, well, ear bleeding, then we can work something out. Something like this must not necessarily be ugly to work with, but depends on finding the balance. So let's try finding the balance. I think outside of my window somebody crashed a car. Oh yeah. Let's find something else. Also, just a little tip of mine, if the majority of synths you get while browsing through the main operator, which is the very top one, is high pitched, like for example this, like this. Consider deleting the ByteBeat machine and placing a new one. Since this one already generates what I call waving waveforms, for example like this, This is something that I usually get when I have to deal with a ByteBeat machine, which in this case I already have while setting up. So I'm going to keep this dormant at the moment and just switch ByteBeat to get to another ByteBeat machine, see what I can come up with over there. Because I can work with waivers. There's a couple of types. I will go into it for when I stumble upon them. This one we had just now was what I call waivers. There are shifters, there are morphers, there's things in between, and they're actually cool to work with. But for now, let's find shift right. This also could be promising. Let's see. I need to delete these. No, it's not. Alright, I like this one. I'm keeping this for now. Yeah. I hope you can hear me well. The only downside to deleting and repositioning a ByteBeat machine is that you have to set it all up again. At least I do it so. But it's quite simply, it's quite quickly done. So for the best, okay, this could work. Alright, looks promising. And here we are. As you can see, it's all about finding the perfect balance between the synths. Now I'm going to show you just like this so we can hear it clearly. If I was right here, you wouldn't have the oomph of the kick drum that I'm intending to create, but as soon as you find a waveform that kind of looks like this, even though it has this crunchy sound to it, you are very close to having what I call the shift right kick drum. Closer, very close, the closest. And it's also not just about the numerical inputs, but also about the pitch you're working with. So for example, if I wanted a lower pitch, I would have to also find a new balance to it. But I'm quite happy with this one, so I'm going to keep it. Now you can fiddle around with the decay and the attack, but I suggest just leaving it like this. Perhaps like this. Yeah, this works. All right. Perfect. Just something I need to try out right now. Alright, look, this works even better. Now it fits the beat. Alright, up to the next one. Now what you can do, oh, I forgot something. Ooh. I need to do the drums again. Oh shit. Alright. Damn it. Sorry, I had a busy day. Brain doesn't work the way it should. Right. Let's head on. Now, in the end, I usually have all my ByteBeat devices have drums in some way or another. So, but in the beginning, I work with just 4 of them to give me a decent beat. Now, there's more ways than just a shift right kick drum to get a kick drum. I'm going to show you another one that I use from time to time, and this is it. For now. Oh, wait. This would be it. This is also complementary to the shift right kick drum, and will give you an extra oomph. So if you intend to create something like techno or something like that, this would be one way to go about it. There's other ways as well with using the operators called multiply and add, but they're a little bit more tricky, and I find these are the most efficient ones. Those two. This is pretty much the easy way. If you're not patient enough to find a shift right kick drum, you can compensate with this one, but it doesn't have this high kick to it. So I usually prefer doing this one, doing the shift right kick drum. All right, let's move on. Now I have 2 bass lines for the kicks already. Now I'm going to do one more shift right kick drum for something I'll have to use later, and I'll be searching the shift right kick drum on the ByteBeat device with double the speed of this one. So let's find one. Possibly I'm going to have to delete this one or switch to the one next to it. Ah, shit. Right, this is what I call a shifter waveform. As you can see, it's pretty much a flat pattern, but due to certain operator settings and a combination of waivers and other operator settings, it will give you a switching in the frequencies that are being developed by the ByteBeat device. Now, in my experience, it's not random. It will revolve, if you want it like that, and repeat itself after approximately 1 to 1.5 hours, depending on the BPMs you've set. But it will, from sequence to sequence, never play the exact same waveforms and frequencies. They will always change a little bit. So this can be useful, and it's going to be useful later on when I try to find a melody, because I like using these kind of anomalous frequencies, let's call it like that, to, when paired up, create excellent melodies and excellent sounds. But for now, I'm going to leave this one because I like the fact that this ByteBeat device generates those anomalous frequencies. So let's move to this one and see what I can come up with. Oh, we are close. We are so close. And here we are. Damn, that was nice. Thank you for that. And as you can see, this is not a pure shift-right kick drum as it has other properties. In this case, the AND and the add operators. And we did not even have to find a perfect balance, but it already is doing what I wanted it to do. So great, let's move on. It's complementing your existing bass drums and kick drums quite nicely. Let's see how it works. Just one second. Let's see if I can get that crunchy sound out of the... Yeah. Perfect. Now it's gone. Well, I wanted to do it like this anyway. Or at least I'm going to leave it like this for now. Let's leave it like this. Alright, let's go about the final bass line that I intend to find. Probably using this one. Let's try something out. And now we got some techno. Very simple, but effective. Alright, let's see what we can do to make it better. My tip, always remember which one you originally had before attempting to change it, so you don't get confused. In this case, the AND. Well, let's keep it like this for now and head on to search. What's this one? Oh yeah. Alright, heading somewhere. I usually just mess around until I find something that I like, and then I keep building upon this sounds that I found. So right now this is not going to be the end product or whatsoever. It's going to go through various changes. As I said, I'm just finding the statue within the granite chunk. What the fuck is going on with people today? Everybody somewhere is neighbors. Interesting. Alright, and on this point we can add a few more drums. And I'm going to do that at ByteBeat plus a bit or twice as fast. Alright. Let's choose. Did I use 4? No, I didn't use 4. Right. Add some more drums. Let's hope it's alright. Alright, let's move on. Still need to find a fitting melody for this tune, so let's sort of Alright, let's see what we come up with. heading somewhere. Alright. Difficult. Alright. I think with this we can work. Let's see what I can do about fluctuation. Alright, 2 more ByteBeat devices to go. Check something. Let's make a save. Just to be on the safe side. Alright. So, let's see what I can make out of this machine. Right, here we have an example of another possible kick drum constellation consisting of the add and multiply. This is a variant that you will occasionally stumble upon if you try to find kick drums. You won't. This is something you just purely coincidentally you will stumble upon this kind. This is the same way I stumbled upon the shift right kick drum. So if you find one that you can use it. Use it. Make the best of it. Make great music in No Man's Sky. Damn it, I love ByteBeat. Not the best one. Let's try something else. The sound is nice, but it doesn't fit the current constellation. So let's find something better. Preferably something anomalous. Just a little heads up, in order to find one of those anomalous frequencies like wavers, morphers, shifters, whatever you wanted, my personal trick is to delete the ByteBeat machines and place them again. If this does not work, it should usually, it's probably best if you close the game and boot it up again. Otherwise you won't be able to get anomalous frequencies. But I'm not giving up hope yet, so I'm just going to delete this one and place another one. Let's set it up again, and then we're good to go. Alright, with this ByteBeat machine I think we're going to find something good. Now, as you can see here, the frequency is slowly shifting. It's not waving or anything, it's slowly shifting. And besides, you see now the waveform is actually that of the sawtooth. Before that it was that of the square. And it's slowly shifting between the waveforms. So we are on a sinus wave, and it's obviously a square waveform. And it's also very, very slowly waving. By waving I mean going down the volume and then just starting up again quite high, like it did just now. So this is what I would call a waver shifter. To be honest, I have had to give these kind of anomalous frequencies sort of names because no one else was here to do it for me, so this is what I'm going with. But these kind of anomalies can actually be used quite nicely when you pair them up and balance two different ByteBeat machines with each other to complement each other. I'm not sure if I can use this particular frequency right now, but it's quite nice to demonstrate it. let's see what I can come up with. And right here, you can see here how the wave is actually coming along. So it's quite slow, but if I go down, it will be very, very fast going up and down. The higher up it gets, the slower it gets. The lower, the opposite, of course. So if I were to stay right here, it would take quite a while for the waveform to change and to be up here instead of down here. So just keep that in mind if you intend to use those kind of anomalies. And it's not always easy to match the speed of the waving to the speed of your beats. It's not always possible. I mean, it is possible, but not easy to set up. But for now, let's find something else. Something more fitting. Do I like this one? Don't I like this one? Let's test it out. This could actually work. This could work. Okay, for now I'm going to implement a little thing. I think I'm going to use number 13. Before I continue defining the beat, I'm going to develop the breaks inside of the tune. Because right now it's just playing the same loop over and over again. Alright, so let's do this, this works fine. This one. A little bit of a melody at the beginning. I choose this one here. Let's put this away. And then I'm going to choose which kind of bass drums I want inside of the breaks. And then I'm going to change all of this. for now, let's have a listen. Alright, this works. Changing this as well. This can easily be adapted to the melody, and it should sound nice as well. Alright, getting a ravey feeling. Damn, I'm looking forward to festivals. Alright. Well, let's adapt the bass lines and head on. There it is. This one as well. I forgot. This works. I changed this. Is there anything I need to just change? Nope. Alright. Right now I almost have completed the basic tune. What I would do now is just finish off certain things like work on the breaks, decide whether I choose this ByteBeat device in combination with another one, or whether I keep this one active in the front or have it active sooner as well. It's just decisions I make now until perhaps I even change the melody. But for now I kind of like what I've come up with. What I will do is I will adapt this one as well to the melody. Or decide whether I want to have a different waveform, like the standard waveform, or if I want to have the square waveform. Usually, once I'm just starting to listen to the tune for hours on end, I know it's finished, because if I listen to it and I find something that I don't like, I usually change it or redo it. For now, I think it's quite alright. Perhaps I'm going to change this bass here. Oh no, it's subtle, but if you have headphones on or have good ears, you can get the difference between having it and not having it. Gives an extra sort of volume to the beat. So this one stays, but I think I'm going to adapt certain details to the beat. And of course add more drums. As in this one I already have added some hi-hats, but now I'm going to also add the regular drum loops to give an extra boost to it, or an extra kick. Just checking whether I have the number 7 already implemented somewhere. I don't think so. If I Alright, that's it. Yes, here. Alright. Almost done with the basic beat. Add a little extra at the end of the drum loops just to have a douche douche. At the beginning it took me over 2 to 3 hours to even get close to something like this. Nice. But as you can see, it's quite easy to make something one is able to listen to without having his ears bleed. You know what you're doing. I mean, my personal method is simple. I start with the drums, I continue with the bass, and then I try to find synthesizers that I can use for a melody. Then I find the melody, and then I polish it. It's as simple as that. And right now it's a very simple tune actually. It's not a complex melody, nothing really, but it works. It works, you know. Alright, now let's just take a break and head over to another tune which I made yesterday. Just to change the beat for a second. This one is a little bit faster. I did this yesterday while also attempting to stream. But as I'm new to streaming, I sort of forgot to turn on the audio, so all people were listening to was my voice, and I'm not sure if this is that great. So, but for now, let's head there, give it another listen. Then after a while, head back. Oh, traders! Damn you, trader! What do you want? Show me your shit. Here. Now piss off. I'm not quite sure, but it's very possible that this is my 55th tune I was just making. I need to upload more on my YouTube. Due to my line of work, I don't get to make many videos. It's either streaming or making videos or keeping my apartment clean, whatever. This one is a little bit faster. It's a screechy drum and bass tune. It also has a nice bass to it. Let's check it out. It needs to load. Yeah, as I said yesterday, I live streamed the whole development of this tune. Unfortunately, people weren't able to hear it because I forgot to turn on the sound. Thank you. Need to watch more tutorials on how to use OBS. But I like this one as well. I'll stay with Plasma. If you're wondering why I don't build bigger bases, it's mostly because I have, I don't know, let's see, there's the portal. Too many bases, and I always scratch at the base limit, and the base part limit. So I need to keep things small and simple. These are, for now, most of the tunes I've done so far. So it's quite a list, actually. Hopefully it's going to get bigger. Still on save. And as always, also with this one I also started with the drums, then I moved on to the beats, the bass lines. In this case, this for example, one of the kick drums I use. I could have it slower as well, but it's a fast tune, so I use fast kick drums. And in this one I also used a very slow bass drum that gives it a effect of the tune. It's actually quite nice. But I guess what I personally enjoy most about ByteBeat or making ByteBeat is that, unlike building basses, you never know what's going to happen at the end. Usually when you start building a bass, you know exactly what you want to do. You have sort of a picture in your head that you're trying to copy into the game. So you always know what you want to do. But building a ByteBeat is not always the same thing. It's just you start and you don't know where you're going to end, you know. So it's actually quite nice, and I really enjoy doing ByteBeats. I hope more people will start doing ByteBeats as well, because I also enjoy hearing the creations of other people, especially on NMS FM. If you haven't heard of NMS FM, you need to check it out. It's a radio station by Veritas Veles. You can find it on Google if you just type in NMS FM, and it's quite awesome. It's already has a couple of hours of music on it from all sorts of actual geniuses with the ByteBeat devices, like Tron Lennon. DJ Nipnib is also among those, so go ahead, check him out. Oh, look at it. I didn't see that. Alright, let's see if the tune still sounds good. Damn it, cat, what are you doing? It's out of sync. When it's out of sync, toggle the power flow, and it should be good as well. Good again. That sounds good. Alright, in this case I think I'm going to start decorating a little and implementing a portal, teleport I mean, yeah. Then head on to the next planet. As I've chosen this to be my new hub, or my latest hub, let's put it like this. I usually put one tune on every planet and then I'll move on. Most of those are within reach of each other, so all the systems I work on fairly close to each other. Looks about right. Okay. Let's position ourselves elsewhere. He's actually moving to the beat. Damn it, little Michael Jackson here. I should get out my pets as well. I so hope that they're going to implement companion battling system like turn-based or something, like in Pokemon. Oh, this would be so awesome. Enough. Alright, now for the middle part. I'm going to have to stop playing music for now, as this was just a temporary solution for the Switch. And now I'm going to do the following. Alright. I do only a little bit of glitch building. I'm not a people bum or whatever, but I intend to always have a little extra in my at my bases. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Oh shit. Do I have the necessary ingredients? I don't think so. Let's get them. Oh, I do have those. Alright. Make it nice and simple. Okay. Fine. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God. My heart always stops when it's taking too long to save. Okay, let's implement the switch. How was it? I think over here. Nope. There it is. Now let's put the switch on top. There we have it. So we can listen to the tune a little more. Nope. Here we go again. Good. I hope I have enough metal plating for the next bass part. Yes. Because I usually suffer from chronic lack of metal plating. That stuff always runs out on me. And it's out of sync again. I hate when that happens. Oh, I forgot something. Oh. Because what I usually do right now, I have one and the same break. I didn't differentiate the different breaks. Usually I have a sort of easy break in, so just to easy into the tune and have it build up, and then I have a general break and then have it go along at full speed, full stuff. So now I'm going to have to do it a little bit differently. This works. This one can stay at the beginning. Let's check out if this sounds nice as well. good. Does it sound like a good idea? Yeah, it sounds good. And as you can hear it, it's going to build itself up, then I have a break, and then usually it should do what it should. Yeah, definitely. Darkwave, you missed the. I don't know if you've seen the other bass I just visited. It has a small break from this tune. This is what I did yesterday, but unfortunately I forgot to turn on the audio, so people weren't able to listen to me creating the other tune I did yesterday. I can show you in a minute when I finished up with, well, decorating this bass. I'm almost done. But yeah, for now this tune is pretty much done. Perhaps after the stream I am going to fiddle around with it a little bit more. But yeah, fresh new tune. Not sure what I'm going to name it though. Probably Herox. I think I'm going to call this one Herox. Let's call this Herox. As I always try to give it a cool name that is already existing within the game. Oh yeah, I like this intro. It's making my head nod. Yeah, what I usually do is I record 5 minutes, so I have two full loops in it. And due to the fact that sometimes I use anomalous frequencies that change or from sequence to sequence, it gives one the feeling of being actually a long tune, even though it's just one tune repeated twice. But I really hope that Hellogames will one day come up with a solution to giving people the ability to share their tunes, and radio modules, of course. Oh my god, it would be so awesome if I could share my tunes with people and they could listen to it in a playlist inside of their ships or something, or inside of their bases. Perhaps even ByteBeat makes the tunes that people make. I mean, this would be amazing. Having actual in-game raves for people. I mean, 32 people in one session, one DJ among those, and then he's beat mixing his tunes, everybody dancing in VR. Oh my god, this would be so amazing. Especially in times like these. I mean, it's almost necessary. We'll see what they come up with. You make music as well, Carlo? Real life or in No Man's Sky? I don't want to leave this tune. Damn, I have to get back quickly. Where are my glitches? Where are my glitches? Lol. Yeah, probably light fishes. Color road before now. No one's gonna beat him. One second, Carla. I had a busy day. My brain isn't working as good as it should. So you only play No Man's Sky, ByteBeat, or what do you mean? Let's make a quick save. Come on, land. Oh. Alright, I'm back again. Let's see if this works nicely. Well, let's check it out anyway. Has that appeared? If you're asking why yourself why I'm reloading this, because if I were to delete the glitch I just glitched into the other parts, they would be all deleted, and I would have to put them in place again. It's just easier to reload. Anyhow, Carla, if you want, I can show you the other tune, and if anyone else wants in the audience, I am now ready to give bass tours. Show you the other tunes I made. There's a couple that some of you might not have heard yet. Why is the microphone processing? Right. What color should I give them? this look good? I think this looks good. And I like the way it starts. I can't help myself. Damn it. I love this one. Pat myself on the shoulder. I'm going to have it recorded soon and on YouTube for you guys to leech it or listen to it again. But for now, I'm going to head to the other base to have Carla have a listen. And then I'm going to show you like 3 to 4 more bases before I have to quit my stream. Got some obligations to take care of. I'm also a day one player, and I could not have imagined No Man's Sky to become what it is today. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? What you have inside. You have actual multiplayer. You have all sorts of crazy glitch building, base building, ByteBeat. I mean, you have camp companions and living ships. It's indeed a dream come true. You're definitely right about that. And the best thing is, Hellogames made up for their mistakes and they are actually working quite hard at it to keep people and keep players busy playing. Always coming up with new content that is for free. I mean, it's just, they actually show you that they care, and I'm looking forward to what they come up with. I believe that No Man's Sky has the capacity to become a long-term game, you know, something that sticks around over generations of consoles. At least I hope so. And yeah, this one is the tune I came up with yesterday. With a drum and bass, something screechy. Found some interesting synthesizers yesterday. This one, for example, is actually quite nice, using a square waveform. In combination with this one on his left and on the opposite side, gives it quite a nice touch. So the bass line is nice. Second tune done in this system. I'm going to have 2 more tunes in this one before I head out. Finding a new system to create ByteBeats in. I hope I have still enough bass parts. Oh yeah, this is it. Unstable Plasma. Love it. So what may I show you? Thank you. Glad you like it. Now obviously these are older ones. Some of my very first ones actually that I made. There's a couple of beats among those. Let's go to 3 gags in the cube. The bass is actually quite nice that I built there. It's a huge cube. And 3 gags holding this cube, and also another drum bass tune, but an older one. Not been using as advanced techniques as I have been using on my most recent tunes. It's a learning curve, you know. I've been doing ByteBeats for a little over a year now, and I think I mentioned it earlier. I think I'm around my 55th ByteBeat tune that I made. Or the one I made just recently should be the 55th I've done so far. not counting in the very first couple of tries. Let's call them tries. But I'm developing. It's getting along, finding my style. I really hope more people will do ByteBeat. I'd really appreciate it if more people would advance their skills, and so that one day, perhaps one day far away, we could have actual raves inside of No Man's Sky. I mean, this would be, oh, what else would this game need? What a chance to have actual festivals, music festivals inside of this game. I'd head there in VR. Oh, damn it. Okay. I need to... This is one of the worst problems in this game with ByteBeat. That's the tunes tend to get out of sync. But yeah, this is out of a time where I was able to spend a little more parts. So as you can see, there are 3 gags holding a cube. This is why I call this tune 3 gags and a cube. Baseline was also really nice, and it has this great view on this ancient ruin. Actually, this place right here is one of the oldest places I've built so far. There used to be another humongous space right here, which I have deleted a long time ago, shortly after I started creating ByteBeats. And this one is here. You can find the whole tune on my YouTube as well. I know which one I'm going to show. Perhaps you already know this one. This is probably one of the most famous tunes I have done so far. Some people already know this one. 16 beats and a drop. Where is it? There it is. I need to give some of my tunes an overhaul. To bring them up to speed of my current skill set. Especially the classics. I have also remixed some of my tunes already. This screen never gets old. So hypnotic. Where's the switch? Where did I put the switch? Also a very old creation of mine. Let's see if this works. Perhaps it works. Yes. Sometimes it's like one of those fountains, water fountains with a ball on top. just rolls inside. Damn, the space is old. This was originally designed to be a sort of game where I have 3 goals and people would have to try to put the ball in the goal of each person, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, so I just changed it into a ByteBeat base. Let me see if this still works. It's kind of glitch. Yeah, this tune is old. Alright, one more tune, then I have to head off. Let's see. Which tune is nice? Crystal fragments or scattercast. Yeah, crystal fragments. Let's see, crystal fragments. This is a good tune. One of my personal favorites. Oh, Katze. Ja, ist schon gut. Ist schon gut bei mir. And here we are. And where's the switch? There's the switch. One nice volcanic planet. Also from the days where I was spending more parts than I needed to on top of one of those new archive towers. I actually put this one on a USB and listen to it on in my car sometimes. And the best thing is, ta-da! Glitched myself into the building, so I have a teleporter up and down the hill, so I can get down and back up again. Oh, isn't that amazing? Actually, it's not the first time I built inside of a building. Well, yeah, crystal fragments, ladies and gentlemen, one of my best creations so far. And at this point, I'm going to make a save, and I'm going to quit the stream right now. I want to thank you all for tuning in. It was a pleasure doing ByteBeat for you, and I hope to have you soon. I intend to do more regular streams right now, but unannounced, of course, because I just can't announce them earlier. At least not now. Perhaps in autumn or winter I'll be able to have announced streams and then show how to make ByteBeats, but for now I just have to do it whenever I can. Alright everybody, you know the drill. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever you want to do. Thanks anyway for having been here. Thank you for staying with me and listening to tunes I made. I hope you enjoyed yourself in my stream, and I hope to see you all soon again.